Let's make it Bullies Awareness Day. Have you ever been bullied? Have you ever had anyone put you down before? I'm not going to ask you to raise your hand because it's a very private question. Well, if you were bullied, which I'm sure a lot of you were, you're not alone. 1/4 of every student in the United States report being bullied. Bullying is defined as the use of superior strength or influence to intimidate someone and to force them to do what they want. Bullying can have serious consequences. It could result in stress, sleep deprivation, and suicide. Mr. Toastmasters, my fellow members and guests, I experienced a lot of bullies in my life. And today, I'm going to tell you how it changed my life. When I remember myself when I was 13 years old, I was unattractive, thin teenager. I was bullied by everyone in my class and my school for being quiet, for being small, for wearing glasses, and the most importantly, because my mom was teaching in the same school. I was so intimidated that I was the most quiet and scared kid in my school. My family life was also complicated. I was verbally abused by a family member almost every week, almost daily, for 14 years. My self-confidence was so low, it was 0. But I thought that I'm the worst, that I'm worse than anyone else. It was so low that if someone would drop something on the floor, I would run across the room to pick it up, because this is how low I thought about myself. In 2001, I came to the US, and I had a short-term relationship where the person who I was dating was verbally abusive. And I thought that's what I deserved, because I had a low opinion about myself. I knew something was wrong, and I didn't want to be that way. But I didn't know what to do. Until, by a matter of chance, I ended up in Topeka, Kansas, in the summer of 2001. Topeka, Kansas is 100,000 people. There's not a lot of museums, there's not a lot of concerts or parties in the summer. So what would you do in Topeka, Kansas? You'd go to the library. So I went to the library, and I started to read a lot of books. Until one time, I ended on the wrong floor, and I hit a shelf. And that shelf was a psychology shelf. And the first book which I grabbed, randomly, was the book about bullies. When I opened the book, I have realized that what I have experienced was impact of bullies. I have realized that people who took me down were insecure. We did it because that made them feel better about themselves. And I realized how much it impacted me. The moment I realized I had an issue, I wanted to change, because I didn't want to continue to be like this. When I look at myself when I was 13 years old, I have realized how far I came to be a person standing in front of you today. All of this took work to go from 0% confidence to what I am today. So here's a few tricks which I read in that book, which I repeated in my first speech. And I'm going to repeat now. If you want to feel better about yourself, if you want to like yourself, take a piece of paper and divide it in two. On the left-hand side, write what you don't like about yourself, which I'm sure a lot of people here will have a very easy time writing left-hand side. On the right-hand side, you should write what you like about yourself. And that's where you need help of your friends and family. And then sit in a quiet place and read left hand and on the right-hand side. The order is very important. And as you read it, you hopefully will see that for every one weakness, you have at least two strengths. And this is what I did. I read left side, hand side, and the right-hand side, and I said, I accept this person who I am with all my weaknesses and strength, because this is what makes me me. I accept this person with all my weaknesses and strength, because this is what makes me me. It took me a few months and years to repeat that. And I made subconscious effort not to run and pick up stuff on the floor just because someone dropped it. And one day, I woke up a different person. A person who's standing in front of you today. I've been through a lot of trials in life. My mom's illness, my own illness, job loss. Sometimes life can give you a lot of skydiving lessons. You won't want anything else, I'm sure. But every time I went through those trials, I earned more and more respect for myself. Because this person was the one who took me through all this trial. This person who never gave up on me and who always was there for me. Not anyone else, but me. So my fellow Toastmasters and guests, we're going to be a lot of people in your life, at work, your friends, who's going to be wanting to put you down. Because we're weaker than you are. Don't let them. Because you're going to need your strength and your confidence in the very difficult periods of your life. Love yourself. Because we will be treated the way we treat ourselves. That's why it's so important to love yourself. And never ever let any bully take you down. Because you're better than we are. Mr. Toastmaster?